Yes, Massive and crew, welcome back. Today we are going to do a video about layering kick drums on beats. Pretty simple stuff to do. You probably can get technical with it. I'll probably do a technical video about that later on once I gather a few little ideas to put in the video. So without further ado, here we go. First of all, we're going to go onto the Logic X, and we've got here some kick drums, or some generic drum kit, which is from the Epic Electro kit on the I believe it's the one of the plugins on here. I think what's it called? Oh, I can't even find it now. What's it called here? I find it's really tricky on here to kind of find out what instruments you're using and stuff. It's kind of confusing, but yeah, I'm no super duper expert at this, but then that's one of them things. So anyway, I've got a load of kick drums here. Which one? This one sounds kind of fat, so I think we'll use that. Okay, so next we need a drum kit, or like a breakbeat. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the breakbeat, and let's create a track. So we're going to go to create software instrument track, and then we're going to see on Logic it puts this chord thing up here, so which can kind of mess up what you're doing if you're not playing chords, and also this transposer. So I would get rid of that. I wouldn't use that at all. And also we want to start pretty basic, so we want to switch off all these effects. We don't want any effects on our drum kits, so let's get rid of that. Okay, so for now there's no bus as well. I've got to set up a nice preset on here that doesn't have any effects on it to save a bit of time. Right, so I'm going to call up my EXS24, load a stereo track, and as you can hear, it's just an empty patch, and I'm going to go to here and I'm going to call up one of my drums. Okay, so what's this? This is a bad Amen. Let's have a look and see how that is, see how it works. Okay, it's taking a bit of time to find that one. I'm just wondering if it's probably an old one that I've had there that's not on the hard drive properly, because you often get this spinning wheel. Yeah, see, you can't find it. Okay, so ignore that. So let's go to something else. See, this is a completely freestyle video. So okay, so let's do a little search now and find Amen. So I'm going to go to here and I'm going to type Amen, and I'm going to go to here, and then let me see. So we want to go to the sound library. This is my Amenosaurus Rex pack with just about every Amen at your disposal, which I will be uploading soon online. So look out for that on samploids.co.uk. Okay, so let's get an Amen, for example. So here we go. So let's find, there's a bad Amen. So this is the Rex 2 file. Now there is another video that I believe I uploaded, and if I haven't I will, or double check, but how to create these files and put them into Logic. So if you're subscribed to my videos you will know about those. So then I click OK. So right, so drum pattern's loaded in, it's all rexed up, and it's on its own channel. So I press play. As you see, we're working at 128, so I need to change that. So I'm going to maybe do that at, like, let's go for 178, make it a bit exciting. Okay, so the idea of this now, to fatten that up, let's create a drum pattern first of all. I don't want to use a basic MIDI file, you know, of the Amen. Let's just create our own pattern to keep it like original. Right, so we go to here, click on that, click in there, and then we go into our piano roll, and then we can program a little drum beat using the pencil. Okay, so we've got the snare there. Right, so let's go to pointer. Let's bring this up. Probably easier to play one in. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so just a quick little pattern in. Okay, so we've got that. Now I'm gonna hit the Q button to quantize. Put some hats in. Quantize that up. Now you want to join those. You can separate them. You can have them on different tracks. Probably would be a good idea if you really want to go for a great EQ on the Amen. You know, we could go track by track. We could probably duplicate that there. We have the foot and the snare on one. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then probably have 3. And then on the 4th one we'll do a little shuffle. So we got, let's see. So we want the little shuffly bit. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so quantize that. It's all about the quantize. Nice. Okay, that's sounding pretty cool. Now, if you notice the beats are kind of like sort of gated almost sounding. So we could probably try a little experiment, like maybe open up these kind of hi-hats here. And then give it a different sound. Sounds a bit more full. So you know, a bit more full, a bit more continuous. Okay, nice. So from here now, we've got a foot and a snare. Put a bit of compression on there, and now this is not obviously the gospel way of doing it. I'm just showing you how I work and how my flow is, but it could vary from track to track. It just depends on, you know, how you're doing on the day, how you're feeling, and how the track's feeling. Okay, so let's get a bit of compression in there. People always asking about compression and stuff. So there was a compressor I used called Easy Compressor, but I've recently updated my operating system and stuff, and I haven't installed it on here. Easy Compressor is a really cool compressor to use for, you know, this type of thing. Also the UAD plugins are pretty cool, you know, if your budget allows it. But nowadays you can buy kind of like a lot of the second-hand UAD cards now quite cheap compared to the new Thunderbolt ones, because my system, my Apple Mac system is one of the old Mac, and all I've done is literally just souped it up with as much memory as I can get in there. I mean, it's not 32 gig, but I think it's about I think it's the 16 gig I've got in mind, and it works fine. It runs all the latest plugins. I've had to patch the operating system, as I said. I bought that off of a guy who done it on eBay, who patches the OS X and makes it compatible with the 1.1 Max. So, you know, I've got an old school Mac, but it's running fat with 1010 and all the latest stuff, just as good. It hasn't cost me an arm and a leg and a foot. It's just cost me probably an arm. Alright, so cool. So we're back to here now. So we're going to load up a bit of compression. Enough blabbing on. Okay, so we go to audio effects, dynamics. Let's just try one of these compressors here, see what we got. Okay, so setting the compression up. The idea is to set the release so that the release is basically fast. Now the release is how fast this level here goes back down. So you kind of want that running in time with the beat. You can see that's a slow release. And that's a fast release. You got your attack. And you've also got your compression ratio, which is how much compression. And at the moment we're compressing the kick and the snare, so you can you can't really hear too much difference on the video, but it just makes it that little bit fatter. You can also compress the hats as well, it gives it another good effect. So if we put a bit of hat compression on here as well, let's go to there, drop a bit of that on. Okay, now let's put a bit more ratio up. Best way for me is just to experiment. Okay, so at the moment the hats are quite loud. Turn them down a bit. So that's sounding quite tight now. Okay, so there's more about some advanced compression which I can go into in another video, but this is just your basic idea. As I said, it's not the gospel way, it's not the real way of doing it probably, but it's the way I have fun. I get the sound that I want out of it, and you know, I'm just passing that on to some people, hopefully inspire some people out there to get right in and get back in the studio and get working. So now we've done that, so we're going to go to the kick drums. So that's a nice fat kick drum. So all we're going to do now with these kicks is we're going to layer them over the top of the kicks that are on the Amen. So basically play them in the same time. I don't mean go, which don't sound too bad, to be honest. You can always do that if that's the flavour that you're doing. But for this video we're going to just layer over the top of the kick of the Amen. So for example, you can hear already that has made a huge difference to the fatness of the Amen. Now maybe you could put a double kick there, just on the end here, so we go. So there we go. Join those together. Glue tool. And then again, put a bit of compression on that. You can also put a bit of EQ on there. You've got some nice presets on here that are suitable for kick drums and stuff. You go to drums, let's see, floor tom, what we got here, rock kick, low end kick, let's try that, see what, modern kick, there we go, let's try that. See how smooth that sounds? Okay, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, there's the whirl of kicks you could try. You know, you don't have to be just that kick. You go through a few different ones and see what sort of sounds you get. Let's find another one quickly. There you go, another one. Even that one, that's tight. Turn off that EQ, see what happens there. See, without the EQ and with it, gives it a bit more depth. So there you have it, guys. Don't forget, I'm going to be trying to upload videos every week, so please subscribe. Check out my Samploids website, lots of sample packs there and sounds to download and experiment with. When I get to 1,000 subscribers, going to be giving away something mega, which I'm going to announce later on. Yeah, man, just stay tuned, and I hope you have been inspired by this video. Don't forget, keep on working hard at your music, keep on putting it out there on the internet. You know, it's, the world is your oyster right now. You know, you've got social media, you've got Facebook, you've got Twitter, you've got YouTube. You know, just use all the avenues to promote your music. Then you know, don't wait for someone else to come along and spot you. You know what I mean? Now it's down to you to create your own buzz out there and get your music out there and get cracking. And yeah, man. You know, I wish back in the day we had the digital age the way you've got the digital age now, man. So don't waste an opportunity. You know, make it happen. Just do a little bit every day, even a little bit every week or once a month, but just stay dedicated to what you're doing and get your beats out there. Yeah, peace.